exoplanet, Fomalhaut b, or as people like to call it, Dagon, playing cosmic hide-and-seek 25 light-years away. But here's the kicker, it vanished into thin space, and here is the full story. The classification of Dagon as an exoplanet always presented challenges. Fomalhaut, a relatively young star at about 440 million years old, remains encircled by an icy ring composed of dust and gas, the remnants of its earlier circumstellar disk. Astronomer Andreas Gaspar of the University of Arizona said, "These collisions are exceedingly rare, and so this is a big deal that we actually get to see one. We believe that we are at the right place at the right time to have witnessed such an unlikely event with the Hubble Space Telescope." So let's go back in history. In 2005, the Hubble telescope spotted something fascinating around Fomalhaut, a distant star. They saw a huge ring of dust swirling around it. But here's the catch, it wasn't perfectly centered and had a sharp inner edge. Not what scientists expected. The idea? Maybe a big planet was hanging out inside the ring, clearing things in its path. Fast forward to 2008, researchers Paul Callis and James Graham, along with their team, used Hubble images taken in 2004 and 2006. They hit the jackpot, spotting a planet, Fomalhaut b. Imagine their excitement. NASA shared a photo in November 2008 revealing this newfound world. Callis, overwhelmed, said it was surreal seeing a planet for the first time. He was ecstatic when he confirmed it orbited its parent star. In this snapshot, the bright outer ring, that's the dust belt around Fomalhaut. But those inner features, just interference from starlight scattering all over. This discovery rocked the scientific world, giving us a real glimpse of a planet outside our solar system. In a research paper about Fomalhaut's discovery, Callis and team made an amazing find. They believed this new planet emitted light in two ways. First, from the dust around it, and second, from the planet itself giving off heat. To understand this, they studied light at different wavelengths, like 0.6 micrometers and 0.8 micrometers. But doubts arose. When scientists used infrared technology from ground telescopes to observe this planet, they couldn't find much. It seemed like Fomalhaut b might not be very heavy, perhaps only about 3 times the size of Jupiter if it was a planet. The mystery surrounding Fomalhaut b, initially believed to be a planet outside of our solar system, deepened as scientists probed further. Initially estimated to weigh between 1 to 3 times Jupiter's mass, the absence of any clear sightings in space-based infrared images puzzled researchers. The Spitzer Space Telescope's scrutiny revealed nothing, suggesting that if it was a planet, it might not be as massive as Jupiter after all. Compounding the intrigue was Fomalhaut b's peculiar movement, which didn't align with predicted patterns. Instead of tracing the expected course within the ring, it whizzed around at an unexpected pace, prompting scientists to ponder whether smaller planets might be influencing the ring's formation, not Fomalhaut b as previously assumed. Subsequent data from the ALMA telescope in 2011 introduced a new hypothesis. Smaller planets, not Fomalhaut b, might be responsible for shaping the ring. These revelations cast doubt on the initial belief that Fomalhaut b was an extrasolar planet, opening a realm of uncertainty and prompting questions about its true identity. The scientific community found itself grappling with numerous questions and a healthy dose of skepticism regarding the classification of Fomalhaut b as an exoplanet. Before definitively categorizing this celestial body, scientists had a series of puzzling challenges to decipher and resolve. The intrigue surrounding Fomalhaut b fueled a quest for answers, driving researchers to delve deeper into the mysteries of this enigmatic cosmic entity. In 2012, things took a surprising turn for Fomalhaut b, the supposed planet orbiting a star called Fomalhaut. A team led by Thane Curry from the University of Toronto revisited the original Hubble telescope data using newer and smarter techniques. And guess what? They found Fomalhaut b again. Not only that, they spotted it at a different wavelength, at 0.4 micrometers. Their analysis proposed that the light coming from Fomalhaut b might not be from the planet itself, but from dust around an unseen hefty object, maybe a planet. This dust-scattering starlight could be making it seem like there's a planet where there might not be one exactly. Shortly after, another team, led by Raphael Galliker and Christian Marois at the Herzberg Institute of Astrophysics, also reconfirmed Fomalhaut b and caught it at 0.4 micrometers. But here's the catch: they weren't convinced it was a planet. They suggested two ideas instead. One was about a huge disk of dust circling a massive unseen object. The other was a wild thought. Maybe it was the result of a crash between two space rocks. More data from Hubble in 2010 and 2012, this time by Paul Callis and his group, supported the existence of Fomalhaut b. However, there was a twist. They realized this so-called planet had a wonky orbit. It didn't match up with what they thought a planet's path around a star should look like. Its path even cut across the star's debris ring, making it unlikely that it was shaping the ring's edge as they initially thought. This odd path hinted that maybe there's another unseen planet playing a big role in this cosmic dance. This roller coaster of findings caused a stir. Some folks humorously dubbed Fomalhaut b as a zombie planet because it seemed to come back to life in scientific discussions after being previously ruled out. But hey, this term wasn't in the serious science papers. It was more of a fun nickname used in news reports. So, Fomalhaut's story continued to puzzle scientists. They had more questions than answers, and this revived debate left them scratching their heads, trying to make sense of this mysterious object hanging around Fomalhaut. In 2013 and 2014, more information from STIS showed that Fomalhaut b was getting fainter and growing bigger. This behavior suggested that it wasn't a planet, but likely a debris cloud. It's thought to have formed from a collision between two asteroid-sized objects moving away from each other. This finding, published in 2020, led to Fomalhaut b being removed from NASA's list of possible exoplanets on May 7, 2020. The James Webb Space Telescope checked in again in 2023 and couldn't spot Fomalhaut b in the infrared light, confirming that it's a dust cloud and not a planet. Originally, scientists believed Fomalhaut b might be a gas giant like Jupiter, but later it was proven not to be a planet, but instead a cloud of dust. Before it was confirmed that Fomalhaut b was actually a dust cloud, scientists thought it was a gas planet. This led to ideas about other possible planets near the star. They figured Fomalhaut b, being far from the star, was tough to form in that spot. To be there, it might have been pushed by a bigger, unseen planet closer to the star. People looked through telescopes to find this supposed Fomalhaut c, but haven't seen it yet. At smaller scales, like our own solar system, any other planets around Fomalhaut would need to be lighter than 13 times the size of Jupiter. A bit further out, closer to where planets are around another star called HR 8799, these planets would have to be between 2 to 7 times the mass of Jupiter. If Fomalhaut b was really a gas planet, it might have formed right where it is if it came together from small pebble-like objects that quickly became a core and then gathered gas around it. The International Astronomical Union chose this object to be part of Name Exo Worlds, a way to give proper names to exoplanets. People got to suggest and vote for the new name in a public process. In December 2015, the IAU revealed the winning name, Dagon. Dr. Todd Vaccaro suggested this name, and the St. Cloud State University Planetarium sent it to the IAU. Dagon comes from Semitic mythology, depicting a deity that's half man, half fish. And that's a wrap. So what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more.